Aries, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest. Chillin', my name's Armando. This is your message for the last quarter moon in Cancer, upcoming new moon in Libra. Once again, this is a general collective message for the Aries Sun Moon Rising collective. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest that you leave the rest to the rest. Aries, I'm ever so grateful to connect with you. Once again, ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. I honor you and your path. I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light protect us and protect me as I channel and interpret for your Aries divine. Aries, hit like if the message hits. I was getting a lot of pyrite and black stones. Tourmaline and obsidian, both, and gold sheen obsidian, gold sheen is it? Yeah, yes. I don't know if you can tell, but this has that gold kind of luster. It is an obsidian tower. Any of those types of stones. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. First, these moons have been asking you to release from stored energy. So even if you have worked on a lot of this because of the karmic shuffling, reshuffling, maybe a past romantic partner, previous or ex, someone that you've been attempting to release, someone that you've been attempting to let go. Maybe there was some transmission there, like in exchange, interactivity. So it's good to just do that final release, whether it's a protection ritual or a combined with grounding to bring in new, to seed in the new. It is mainly me telling you, your guides telling you to release what is stored in the body, in the sacral center. And maybe you are ready to create something new, so that energy is also lingering, meaning it's been lying latent and now it's rising. What are you calling in so that to support the rise? Okay, that magician, I'm getting the magus of power coming out of the hermit, the magus of eternal light. Okay, 1, sacred symbols. Do you guys want a number 2? Okay. We have the truth, soulmate, home. Perhaps this is card number 10, and then card 49, soulmate, and then card 25, truth. Maybe you received the truth from a particular soulmate or particular group of friendships, particular groups of people that support you. This is very spiritual, and again, it's the home. And you guys know I talk a lot about the home being an extension of the body, or symbolic of the body, also your body of work, also the community, so your neighborhood, and however far that extends, work. But this is truthfully what your guides want you to pursue. So if you acknowledge that you maybe have been confused on the new direction, or confused whether you have applied, you're integrating the knowledge and you're ready to apply wisdom, understand that those around you are reflecting. Obviously, yes, they are always reflecting, but they are mirroring now your growth spiraling up again. Okay, so the magician is at the top of the tree of life, right? Sitting up there with the empress and the high priestess. So you've been made aware of something. Maybe you're not really admitting that, right? You're not really telling others that you know that grand secret. Something about a secret. So the raven and the key, the crone, Saturn, we are in the moon hour, we are now in the Saturn hour on Mars's day. Okay. for Aries. Yeah, look, the key. There's a key there. This is number 9. Exit, exit, exit. Do you have an exit? Planting the seed of life. You've done that. You are aware now of manifestation in the etheric, in the quote unquote above, and now in the below, which is making it reality. You're still in that aspect of release so that you can use the key to open the gate into the new life. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of, what is it? Cups. So the Hermit, this is a resolution, and this number, in numerology, the number 9 is associated with Mars and the Hermit. Okay. Fulfillment. Are you resentful or suffering? 9 is about completion. Okay. It is growth, expansion, and understanding. It is a transition from the end to the beginning again. Okay. Numbers 27, 54, very Saturnian. 9 worlds connected to the Yggdrasil, and I believe that is Judaic or Kabbalistic. And let's see, a quick escape, dodging a bullet. On the other hand, shadow aspect is escapism. So, and the time that this references is 9 minutes. Everything ends up here at the end. You walk through halls as a ghost. Make sure you have the key before you walk out the door. Portal to anywhere but here. It's good to have an exit plan if things don't go well, but don't run away too soon. You're nearing the end. See it through. We've been talking a lot about that. Exit plan. Remember, get we work like that as humans, right? We live in this matrix, the material world, the 3-dimension. So we think more about manifesting it in reality versus what's the strategy to bring it from above to below. What can assert that? The strategy, right? Having the strategy and not forgetting the key, which is in reference to Hecate as well. I brought out the bat and I had the skull, pyrite. Did I mention pyrite as well? Or gold, association with gold. We were in the moon hour, so Hecate working with, in the crone aspect with Saturn. Saturn wants to see your way, help you see your way through, lest you forget how to get through, right? There you go. Let's just take some you're in between fear and joy, okay? So confront it. Wisdom and strength. Secret, holy. There we go. You're well aware, intuitively speaking, the high priestess, and the hermit, you're well aware. You've seen it. You know what's been kept from you, or you know what's rising from you, from within you. You always have known this too. Now do you have the courage to move from the understanding to the application, right? To applying that understanding. Okay, cool. Do we need archetypes? Okay. This has a lot to do with feeling abundant as well. So I was getting for your horoscope too, like you've had to learn how to mother yourself, even if you do have a parent that fulfills that role of a mother, or if you did not, regardless, you've had to come into that role for your own self, reparent and mother yourself. And now, how would you as a mother allow you to move to the next level? Say perhaps leaving around age 18 in the US, leaving home to college or to work or to trade school or something like that. Wow, we have the castle and the thread being, yes, no rush here, because there's something about the red string, okay? Even though these relationships or this soulmate relationship, a lot about the home again, having to just release this soulmate and the red thread, a lot to say about the flames, right, Aries? But maybe perhaps that's not what's keeping you. It's you yourself keeping you. That's the situation. You aren't to be kept there. You can't be, you will no longer be the secret. You will no longer just bear the secret and bear the role of being the secret. That is being illuminated. It is a challenge, because when it comes to the thread with soulmates, it's like both soulmates or all soulmates involved have to recognize. And if, for example, one soulmate isn't in the zone of understanding what that dual flame or mirror or soulmate mirror divine partner, you can't convince them, right? And I'm not saying you did, but you convinced maybe yourself to stay. And that's not saying that you gave it in to the twin flame thing. But it did affect you greatly in that you stayed there for a long time. Now are you free? You're waking up. Because it's like your mother, I'm getting so many chills. Your mother would come to, like when I was young, my parents, my mom especially would, and I see it too here in the neighborhood, the mother or the parents come to meet their children as they're exiting the bus from coming back from school. So it's that sort of feeling like you being your own, fulfilling the role of a mother. How would you then securely, as you exit, how would you meet yourself as a child, and then offer that protection and security, and more so the friendship, more so companionship? Like, how was your day? Your day's over. Come home now, and whatever happens after that, I don't know, supper or something, more homework. What I'm really trying to say is, how would you protect yourself as you exit? Yeah, I mean, that's been the message. What, and the origin or the basis. Okay. The storm was trying to pop out, and the destroyer. It is like you were building the castle on faulty grounds. Okay. Wow, so many came out. The comic, arrows. So maybe, again, having to maturely look at desires and not give in because of the faulty foundations. You have become that healed warrior. Chiron has a lot of presence in this. Is Chiron in your sign? Yes. Okay. It's moving out soon, thankfully. Chiron wanted you to see your value outside of being kept, or being kept a secret, or being just regard it as this spiritual connection. You're moving out of that zone, or you yourself also created, or your guides created this demise, this destructive force came in to help you to acknowledge the maturity level of whether you or them. Aries, take what resonates, so that you could see that those desires weren't, first, they weren't being met, and two, are they truly working for you, or the approach and the desires were caused a lot of tumultuousness, breakdown. That was part of the healing experience for you to understand your level of spiritual wisdom. Okay, now you're a healer. You are self-healed. You're accomplishing that 10, the healer, the warrior. And we have card 71, arrows, desires, the storm, card 47, and then the comic 26. So we had the comic come up in the collective reading, perhaps, most recently. Wow, okay. Let me get through this. The wounded warrior becomes a healer. Okay. What are you leaving behind? Leaving in the past? What's on your mind, on top of your mind, at the top of your mind, and what are you looking ahead towards? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So those numbers may be significant. 1, 2, 3, 4, ascending. Okay, what are you leaving behind? What are you looking ahead towards? This is the brand new beginning, the risk you've taken. Don't forget the key, and don't forget your strategy, right? The full Aries, this is you, 0. Leaving behind discontent, boredom, immaturity. You becoming psychically aware. Again, this has a lot to do with Moon in Cancer, 4 of Cups. It does have a lot to do with ancestors. So if your mother is not on this earthly plane, my condolences, but what I mean is that they are part of your ancestry, your guides as well. You've received the download and confirmation about how to protect this new Ace of Cups, the new beginning, and not allow it to be built on a faulty foundation. It may be even that you were faced with a partner or someone like a type of partnership where you were not, neither of you were content in, but like who or which one of you was actually attempting to work through that. Okay, you're leaving that behind anyway. At the top of your mind is the surgical removal, removing this, moving on. At the top of your mind is what you've created, what you've done, which is you've moved away, you've escaped. 6 of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. Okay. Free the mind. Oh my God, Ace of Cups. Free the mind and the rest will follow. There's a lot to say about getting rid of that. You got rid of that. And then the Hunter, number 9, Aquarius. Sagittarius energy. But it was like that connection needed to be, it needs to be removed. You need to remove yourself from it so that all parties involved can see their level of maturity, what they're actually fighting for, what type of healing has what type of healing has everyone involved accomplished, right? Okay, well, we have number 9, Moon and Sag, going the distance. Protect yourself, okay? No paranoia, but protect yourself. That's a huge message along these lines. Okay, I know I'm a little rushed. I have a meeting in a little bit with the Taurus, with the Pisces. You could also have those aspects in your chart. Oh my God, 9 of Cups, 9. Okay, this is you trying. Don't block this. Don't block this wish fulfillment. Allow Saturn to help you expand. Okay, give me one card for where you stand. Look, Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is like the Pisces reading, right? You may have Pisces in your chart, Queen of Wands. You may be in a new home. Your magic, it feels like your magic is coming back, or it feels like magic is surrounding you at the moment. That could be the 9 of Wands, like you're ready to take on, you're ready to see the full harvest, and you are actually seeing the full harvest. Don't forget the key. Okay, what surrounds you in your environment? A lot of the Hierophant is saying, hey, don't forget what you need to do, which is apply wisdom now to remove a lot of these negating the addictions and obsessions, whatever behaviors that you keep falling back on. Maybe they help you to move on from this, but they're keeping you still in that. It could be that that's one final step in the application of wisdom, right? Like, hey, your desires are being thwarted, or your desires aren't being checked. So looking at your behaviors, what you're doing in a mature manner, okay? Or allow them to, right? Whoever this message applies to or resonates with, maybe it is about them, maybe it is about both of you, right? Like I say, allowing the type of these, whether these behaviors are helping you to ascend, helping you to move on, or are they only keeping you still cycling through? Okay, you have to fight for that, the warrior. Cool. Card number 10. And then in your hopes and the Tower, in your hopes and fears. So we have the Devil, which is Capricorn, right? Saturn, more. Saturn is in the zone of Pisces, and then it's coming back to Aries in a few months. So now's your chance to really look at what needs to be left behind, right? Because it could be causing a lot of paranoia, is the 9 of Wands, or overprotectiveness, too many limits, too many self-limitations, not allowing you to remember to bring the key to the Ace of Pentacles, the gate. The strategy to create movement, that will be the Moon, okay? The Moon in Libra. Wow, this is a fun week for you, okay? The Scorpio King and the Sun in Scorpio tries to come out. The Moon in Libra tries to come out, and courage. Someone needs courage around you, right? Or is that you? You need emotional, spiritual courage, that bridge between emotions and spirituality, your spirituality. Okay, what's the actual outcome? 9 of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. She was just there. 3 of Swords, get on with it. come through as the new you, Aries, okay? Even if this person shows back up, how are you going to, will you give in again? Will you give in to the passion, the desires, or will you assess, address before, hold the key truthfully so that you're not captured again, okay? Kept the secret, right? Behind, in the Nine of Pentacles tarot, the original tarot, it's the woman is kept behind. She keeps herself locked away, right? Working away, just being a worker bee. Daughter of Wands, someone is trying to instigate you, perhaps your guides. Get on with it. Two of Cups. This can survive that turmoil, but it's not to be forced. It could be that you move on with yourself, right? Okay. Cool, I have a few minutes. Yeah, the Ace of Cups and the Death card as I cut the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, this one wants to come through. Six of Swords says leave it behind, remove it from the mind, surgically remove those thoughts and whatever is stored in the body. Remove yourself from those previous actions, those thoughts that lead to these obsessive, addictive behavioral actions, those behaviors based in obsessions, addictions, those desires that aren't checked, right? Okay. Why the Fool? This brand new beginning does mark that lifestyle shift, and it could also mean you look different. You're working on your body. If you are removing a lot of stored energy, right? There has been movement. It gives you that breath of fresh air. You should be well aware that to escape the feeling of not being able to escape or to leave or to move, allow others to support you, allow friendships to support you. Your role at work, the structures in how you make money is also changing. Don't be afraid to go down that line. Judgment, Scorpionic, Pluto, Uranus energy, Eight of Swords, Mars. I'm sorry, not Mars. It is Jupiter in Gemini, and then Three of Pentacles, Sun, not Sun, Mars in Capricorn. There's the Mars. Why Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Nine of Wands? Cool. There it is. There's the Magus of Power. Because you manifested this new beginning through sheer perseverance, hard work, little by little. Sun in Virgo. Okay, this Virgo eclipse season was good for you. You have given it up. Now, can you continue to remove any lingering? It's that devil, right? Like the final release of the spell. Like the key could actually be not for the gate. It could be to undo the latch, the lock on the chains. Or just recognizing I have the key. The key is symbolic and the chains aren't even actually on, right? They're not even fully tied. Another 8. Okay, this is very magical in that, but you must address, appropriately prioritize, okay? There can be a lot of potential suitors or like messages, like everyone is magnetically now drawn to you because you're working towards something new. You're working to create that manifestation. It's like, wait for me, Aries, wait for me. And you're like, ah. Why 9 of Pentacles as the outcome? 5 of Swords tries to come out. It's a collective feeling of knowing when to speak up, when to fight. It's likely best not to fight because everyone's just like, ah. Right, Aries? Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit like and leave me a comment. Why 9 of Pentacles as your outcome? I mean, it's good, right? Because you know that staying stuck, it is detrimental to your intelligence. Like, you want to move intelligently. You want to release what blocks the mind, but you've also been intuitively guided here, or you could see it as your guides led you here. And now it's time to honor the actual full intelligence, Aquarius energy. Pluto is the reason why you moved away, right? Pluto is the freaking tower. It's like you may want to continue with it, but it was never fully sustain. The foundation was never going to sustain the tower. Mars, Uranus, Pluto again. A lot of Mars activity here. Mars said, Vamonos, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Let's go. We got to get our money right. We got to get our relationships right. We got to go meet the next level of relationships, out of being backstabbed, being talked about, being left out in the cold. Spirit whisked you out. 5 of Pentacles. Spirit needed you to see it, not with your eyes, but with your spiritual high intelligence. Spirit needed you to connect to a new perspective and to see that you can come out of this. The 10 of Swords, Sun in Gemini, 5 of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus. Healing healer. The warrior becomes the healer, okay? Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups is what I mean. Pisces and Aquarius energy. There you go. Feel it with the mind by clearing the mind first. Surgically removing anything that weighs the mind down. Moving away was that removal of a lot of what weighs you down. 9 of Wands once again. 2 of Wands. Sun. Not Sun in Aries. Venus in Aries. No, I'm so sorry. Mars. Holy moly, another Mars card. Mars in Aries. This is you going at it alone. You said, I'm out of here. You are protected. You have enough strength. You had to muster up the strength to get out. 9 of Wands once again. So many 9s here, right? And then 7, the Chariot. Cool. Cancer. The Cancer moon on your way the next 3 months will be very enlightening, and that they will look, everything starts to manifest in reality for you. It can still be very frustrating, okay? Because you know people around you are like shitsters. You're like, F off. Aries, thank you so much. We have 1251 on the clock. Oops, it's that mirror 1251. 3 to 6. Again, 3, 6, and then you have so many 9s here. It's very beautiful. And Temperance wants to help you escape from this. There is something inside of you that is trying to burst through the tower, the storm, out of these old habits, old desires, old obsessions, old just habits that aren't allowing you to fully see the new beginning. is around you. It's surrounding you. It's all about you, okay? Don't let those old habits consume you and keep you in that unhealed version of you, because you are meant to now be that healer. You're meant to walk through, you're meant to create that business or be that healer within your business. Your business is meant to heal. You're meant to rise to the next level. You should be at this point, even if the money seems to be escaping, you're now reassessing all that. You're working to realign now as a warrior, now as a healer, okay? Temperance angel. Within you, allow that to burst through the spell work. Allow that to be your spell breaker, okay? Aries, hit like, hit comment, leave me a comment, hype this video or whatever the children do now on YouTube, and come back for more. Watch the collective reading, hit like, comment me, say hi, leave me an emoji or something, subscribe if you're here. If you made it all this way, you might as well. Okay. Talk to you soon.